He's just not that into you. I remember the first time hearing this concept. My best friend called me. We were in our early 20s. She was at Barnes & Noble in the self-help section, and she had come across this book called He's Just Not That Into You. And she is sobbing, you guys. Oh my God, I just realized, like, that's it. He's just not that into me. She kept saying through the sobs. And I said, wait, what are you talking about? And it turns out there's this book with this very simple concept that I still think about today. He's just not that into you. This one simple concept can radically change your life. I know. And it's not just in dating, you guys, in friendships, in your environment, and even your job. I actually thought about this book and this concept just a few weeks ago when it pertained to my work. And it changed everything for me, you guys, in an instant. Yeah, it's also a rom-com movie with Drew Barrymore and a lot of amazing, delicious actors. Please go watch it. But really, let's talk about this concept more. He's just not that into you, and how using it every day in your life can radically change your life. Welcome to Small Talk with Sheila. This is a podcast where we really try to help ourselves out of mess and chaos, and we learn how to live life better. Let's get into it. You know the drill. Light your Sheila candle, grab a cup of coffee or whatever. I mean, I need coffee this morning, so here it is. And let's talk about it. The concept that completely changed my life. Okay, first of all, this concept is gold when it comes to dating. I'll be honest. It's not an easy concept to grasp. Let me tell you a story. So I started dating this guy a long time ago. I was really into him, I guess. And he was sort of like kind of into me. And then all of a sudden he ghosted me. I think this is the first time like I totally got ghosted, but I didn't think I got ghosted, you guys. I thought like he died. Like I was so convinced that something happened to him that I somehow remembered him mentioning where he worked, and I called his work. I know, it's so embarrassing. And apparently he wasn't dead. He was just ghosting me. It was brutal, you guys. I am so embarrassed to admit it. Anyways, I remembered then, oh my gosh, Sheila, he's not dead. He's just not that into you. Like, we make so many excuses, especially us girls, right? Men are just naturally emotionally unavailable, or, you know, like he's had all this kind of trauma that doesn't allow him to express his feelings. He's really busy at work, so, you know, he doesn't have that much time for me. Millions of excuses. But really, when you free yourself up to this concept of he's just not that into you, it changes everything. You don't waste your time anymore. It's just like, next. I get it. It's hard. It's hard when you feel like someone's not into you when you're into them. But think about it. It's not really personal. Think about the times that you have not been into someone else. It probably wasn't personal. They just weren't your type. They weren't your person, and you moved on. So you want them to move on. So instead of like freaking out over being ghosted, over if he likes me or not, just really ask yourself, is he into you or is he not? Cut through the BS and get straight to the point. Because a guy that's not into you, or any person that's not into you, is just not worth it. It's not just about dating. It's also about friendships too, and environments. I had a friend of mine and she invited me to a birthday party, and I was really excited to go because I usually don't go out that often, like in a bougie place and get super dressed up. And so I picked out an outfit and I was going to go get my hair done that day. We were supposed to go out on Friday, except on Thursday, she texted me that unfortunately plans have changed and now they're going to go to LA and it's just going to be a smaller group of people. I was basically uninvited from this party. And you know, my feelings were hurt for a little bit. I was like, wait a minute, but what about my cute little dress? I was going to dress up. I was going to get my hair done. And then I got, you know, a little pissy, obviously. You know, I got uninvited. And then I just remembered, oh gosh, Sheila, they're just not that into you. I know it sounds harsh, but it was actually really freeing. And I thought to myself, you know what? The truth is, I'm not really that into them. I mean, I'm not into the scene that they're in. I don't like to go these places where all we do is like take photos and we're trying to be cool. Like, that's just not my vibe. So what if they're not into me? I'm not into them either. This also has to do with even your environment. Right now, me and my husband are realizing that where we live, it's not that the place we live isn't into us. It's more like we're not into this place anymore. We're not really thriving when it comes to career or creativity or community. And we've just faced facts that we're just not into the city anymore. And owning it has really freed us up because it's not like we're trying to make it work anymore. We're just facing facts. We're deciding what's next. So there's a lot of freedom in just owning when you're not into something or something's just not into you. And recently, this lesson came up to me at work. I work in tech. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am quite ambitious, quite type A, and I'm always looking for like the next big impact project, right? And I have been really struggling right now. I've been like really struggling to find my place, and I keep inserting myself into these teams or into this project, and no one really is excited about me. Not that they're not excited about me being there, but like there's no real need. And I just keep inserting myself, like making people think like they have to be into me, but they're just not. And then my manager told me I should talk to this other leader and he needs some help with his team. And, she didn't know if I would really be into it, but she thought I should have a conversation. And I did. And it was such a great conversation. This leader talked about why they wanted to work with me. And they didn't just say, oh, you're great, I want to work with you. They explicitly told me the reasons they want to work with me. They like validated what I'm good at. And it felt so good to be seen. Now, I'm going to enter the space, so I'll tell you how it is. But the moment I actually tried to walk away from these projects and these teams that just didn't seem like they were into me and started leaning towards a team that was into me, it felt really good. We've all been there trying to make it work in jobs and situations where they're just not that into us. So listen. I want you to take an inventory of your life right now. Look at your relationships. Look at your friendships. Look at your environment. Look at your community. Look at your friends. Look at your job and ask, is this person into me? Is this environment into me? Is this project into me? Is this leader into me? And if they're not, just move on. It doesn't matter. It's so simple because if you put yourself in places where you are wanted and you are needed, life becomes so much easier, so much better, so much more fun and gratifying, frankly. Oh, and about my friend, the one that called me in our early 20s. Well, it turns out that her boyfriend was into her. After she read that book, she had a real sit down with him, a real talk. And she said, listen, I just need to know, are you into me? And if you're not, I'm willing to walk away. So instead of guessing, playing games, she just basically laid it out on the table. And he was into her. A few months later, he asked her to marry him, and they've been living together, married happily for over 20 years, raising a beautiful little girl. Sometimes you just have to have the conversations, and what you find out might surprise you. So if you have a friend, a partner, your dog, or someone in your life, and they just are not getting this concept of he's not into you, please share this episode with them. I swear, owning this concept is a game changer. So until next time, drink your coffee and put yourself in situations where people and things are into you because you deserve it. That's another episode of Small Talk with Sheila. See you next time.